last night's game, you really feel like anybody in that lineup could be the guy to get the big hit. And last night, your Vittoriaba got a 2-2 pitch, drove it into the gap, and in a game that looked like they were going to lose all night long, they found a way to win it in the night.
Well, looking to end that Rocky streak is Tim Stauffer, who kind of quietly has really pitched well his last 3 starts.
Well, the games that I've seen him, he's pitching to me with a whole lot more confidence. And yeah, you see the 3-0 and a good ERA and the innings pitched and stuff, but to me, he's trusted his stuff. He's going out and he's throwing strike. He's working ahead. He seems to have gotten command of that breaking ball and has been able to throw that for a strike. And in this game, confidence is everything. And when he goes out on the mound, to me, he's a different guy because he's believing in his stuff and he's trusting that he can make the pitch when he needs to make it.
Here is our Union Tribune pitching matchup for tonight. Esmil Rogers makes his major league debut for Colorado. He is a 24-year-old converted infielder. And Tim Stauffer makes his first appearance of the season against Colorado. And that is tonight's Union Tribune pitching matchup, brought to you by the San Diego Union Tribune. More than 1 million readers every week, here to stay. Game 2 of a 3-game series between the Rockies and Padres. And the first pitch on a Saturday night is straight ahead.
Like I said, his last 3 starts, he's really pitched with a lot of confidence. He's been able to work ahead and get his breaking ball over, and boy, he's just pitching a whole lot better.
Gonzalez leading off, takes a strike. And we are underway. 68 degrees at game time tonight. 289 average for Gonzalez. He tries to check his swing and fouls it left side. Rockies are 12-3 with Carlos Gonzalez leading off. And Jim Tracy has inserted him back atop the order tonight. Breaking ball down in the dirt from Stauffer.
It's like almost everything Jim Tracy does. Just
he's got the Midas touch.
Absolutely. And those guys on that bench, they believe in him and believe in his decision-making ability, and good things are happening.
1-2 to Gonzalez is up high. Well, you know it as well as anybody now. I mean, you're coaching as a manager, a coach. You are selling something to players, right? And they've got to buy in.
Absolutely. I mean, this team was really struggling when he took over, and the message that he brought his team, these guys are buying into it.
Strikeout of Gonzalez, and that's the way this one begins. Take a look at the defense behind Tim Stauffer tonight for San Diego. It has Salazar, Gwynn, and Venable in the outfield. And Everett Cabrera makes his 78th consecutive start at short since coming off the disabled list after breaking the hamate bone.
I said last night, boy, what a job he's done at shortstop.
High strike to Seth Smith. Breaking ball off the outside corner. 3 straight wins for Tim Stauffer. 2 of those coming on the road, including his last start on Sunday at Dodger Stadium in front of a national television audience. Slowly up the first base line, and Adrian makes the toss to Stauffer.
And that's what I mean about Stauffer. You get ahead, you can mix in your breaking ball. That last pitch looked like a changeup. He took a little bit off of it. Seth Smith out in front. And he's just been able to do that. His last start in L.A. was another example of just him pitching with a lot of confidence, trusting his stuff.
2 outs for Todd Helton, the first baseman. Helton was held hitless last night, but he walked leading off the ninth. That's how that mess began. They pinch ran for him, so it was the pinch runner McCoy that actually scored the tying run later in the inning. The 2-0 pitch. Fastball near that high inside corner. 2 balls and a strike to Helton.
It's a good old-fashioned hard ball, fastball up.
Right down central, and it's 2-2. The outside edge and a full count. Got him looking on the outside corner. Stauffer strikes out 2 in the top of the first and sets the Rockies down in order. Track says it was a little off that outside edge, but Jerry Crawford says, see you later. 5 runs in his last 6. Then it's Adrian. Headley hitting cleanup. Venables in right. Salazar, Blanco doing the catching, with Tony at center and Stauffer doing the pitching. Major league debut for Esmil Rogers.
See his numbers in AAA. 3-5, but he was 8-2 in AA. He started the year in AA. Finished in Colorado Springs, a converted infielder. Fastball anywhere from 93 to 97.
They converted to pitching in 2006, so really not all that long ago.
No, and here he is in the big leagues making his first start, and for the Padres, having not really a lot of information, they're going to be paying attention early to see, what kind of fastball he's got. He's able to throw his breaking ball for a strike. And like most games in the big leagues, you'll see a whole bunch of guys on that in the Padre dugout watching.
Off the outside corner, 2-2. You saw the numbers at AAA, which were not all that impressive, but as Tony mentioned, his AA numbers at Tulsa were very good. 8-2 and a 2.48 ERA in the Texas League. One of his worst starts, however, came early in the season against San Antonio, which is, of course, the Padres' AA affiliate. His first start of the year gave up 6 earned runs in 3 innings to the San Antonio Missions. There's a high chop. Rogers fields, throws, and with ever speed, legs out an infield hit.
Yeah, he just knew there was not going to be a chance for Rogers to throw Cabrera out. Good little sinker. Cabrera beats it off the plate.
Yeah, once that ball goes over, maybe 40 feet in the air, no shot.
Yeah, well, especially when you got somebody who can run like Cabrera.
Yeah, that's the Everett meter for altitude.
Exactly.
If it goes up a certain amount, it needs time to come back down, and you're not going to throw him out. So with Cabrera on for David Eckstein, let's see if the Padres get something going here in the first after scoring their only run last night in the first inning. A bases loaded walk.
Take a look to see what kind of move Rogers got.
Ever 23 of 27 in steal attempts, and Rogers just missing off that outside corner. 23rd infield hit for Everett Cabrera. See if he can follow his 23rd infield hit of the season with his 24th stolen base. Torey Alba, though, behind the plate, been very productive in throwing out would-be base stealers in recent weeks.
Yeah, one thing I've noticed already, see Rogers looking into the Rockies dugout. First time being out on the mound in a major league game. Every pitch he's taking a peek into that dugout. As a hitter, when you're facing a guy you're facing for the first time you've seen him, you're looking for any edge, anything. If he shows any signs of nervousness.
Runner takes off, and it's slapped foul by Eck past first. Cabrera on the move. Since hit and run there, just trying to get.
Well, I was going to say, just like last night, Cabrera Tulowitzki broke early, but it was a pitch that Eck really couldn't do a whole lot with, but try to go the other way.
Tom Runnels, the bench coach, going through the signs for Colorado. Cabrera on the move again, and again fouled back. This one Straight back. Now this is last night. Eck making some adjustments.
That's outstanding right there. And I asked Eck about that today during batting practice. You know, he actually could see the runner break, see what kind of jump he gets, see which infielder, second or short, is breaking. He said he saw Tulowitzki break towards the bag, and he took a shot at rolling over, just trying to hit a ground ball to short. And he was surprised, like I was last night, that Tulowitzki was able to put the glove on it and stop the ball from going to left field. And that was a huge play because nobody out. If that ball gets by him, you know, Cabrera's going to be on third instead of first and second. It's first and third with nobody out. And, you know, maybe they find a way to score a run.
3-2 pitch. Cabrera runs, and it's fouled away right side.
And unlike last night here, 3-2, you know, you just try to put the ball in play here. Yeah, next time, sure, you'd love to get a pitch out over the plate that you could slap in the right field for a base hit, but
Cabrera on the move again, and it's high, ball 4. And it's 2 on, nobody out. Well, Rogers here in his big league debut actually made a pretty good pitch to Cabrera. Got a little high chop that was beat out. And then Eck was just fouling off one pitch after another and eventually worked a walk.
Well, Eck's he's what I would call a professional hitter. You know, he's not going to chase anything out of the zone. He's going to make you throw strikes. He's going to be patient. And especially against these young guys, that's what you have to do. They have to show you that they can throw strikes.
Two-men aboard with nobody out for first baseman Adrian Gonzalez. Well, Rogers has not missed by much on a number of pitches, and there was another close one down and in for ball 1. With pretty good velocity on that fastball, mid-90s.
Yep. He's gotten the fastball. He's got the velocity. There's no question about that. That's going to be the real trick tonight. Can he get that breaking ball over? Can he throw his changeup for a strike? Because major league hitters, they recognize that kind of stuff right away. If you're not, able to get that breaking ball for a strike, you're just going to cross it off the list and start looking for the heater.
And a 2-0 count here on Adrian Gonzalez. Fastball upstairs, ball 3. Again, getting it up there at 95, but up and out of the zone. Cleanup hitter Headley on deck. Taking a 3-0 pitch for a strike. Infield hit for Cabrera. A walk to Eck, and Gonzalez hit the plate with nobody out in the bottom of the first. 3-1 from Esmil Rogers. To right field. Already cut it off is Hop, but here comes Cabrera. He will score. Over to third goes Eck. An RBI single for Adrian Gonzalez. And early it's 1-0 San Diego.
Adrian just waited him out, made him throw a strike. Take a look at the Carl's Jr. pitch track here. Fastball just inside. There's the breaking ball for a ball, 2-0. Fastball up. 3-0 fastball, and here fastball again, 3-1, and he whacks it in the right field for a base hit. So thus far for the Padres, good execution on the offensive end.
86th RBI for Adrian, and up is Chase Headley with runners at the corners. First pitch strike from Rogers. 2 hits last night in 4 trips. And Headley has 7 hits in his last 13 at bats. Bump that average up to 262. That's away, a ball and a strike.
Well, this situation for Headley, same as it was for Adrian Gonzalez. Get yourself a pitch that you can handle. Got nobody out. Getting ready to throw his 23rd pitch of the inning. And already you have a chance to have a big inning here in the first inning.
Line to left field. Seth Smith to his left makes the catch. Eck tags. He'll score. Rockies get the first out of the inning, but it turns into a sac fly for Headley, and his 53rd run batted in. It is 2-0. The Rockies defense for tonight, brought to you by SD Storage, where $1 moves you in. Go to SDStorage.com to find a store near you today. Corey Alba behind the plate has played errorless baseball in 400+ innings as a catcher this season, and of course did it with the lumber when it mattered last night.
Yeah.
High strike to Will.
It's good AB by Headley. Got a pitch that he could handle. Drove it into left field. Drove in the run.
Oh, 2. The fastball there at 95. Four-year-old Esmil Rogers. Way high.
So bad. Rogers got his breaking ball over for a strike.
Rogers from the Dominican Republic. High fly, right center field. Hop up in the alley and under it to make the catch. Back to first goes Adrian. 2 down.
Got Whittle out there on a changeup. He got it up. And he did. For him tonight. Maybe can he get that off? Get his off-speed stuff over the plate. And that last at bat's the first time tonight that he was able to throw his breaking ball for a strike, and he got the out on the changeup.
Left fielder Oscar Salazar leans back from an inside breaking ball. No official times at bat last night for Oscar. He did walk 3 times. In fact, with the bases loaded walk in the first that brought in the only run. Tad high, 2-0.
I've been impressed with Oscar Salazar. He's had, really done a nice job. He's come off the bench and had some big hits. And he could play a little bit of the outfield and spots on the infield. He's been around the big leagues a little bit longer than a lot of these young guys the Padres have, but he's been pretty impressive.
And not afraid to go up there and swing it.
Absolutely not.
Takes a strike, 2-2. He did have the patience to draw the 3 walks in last night's game. 12 hits in his last 30 at bats. On the ground to Tulowitzki. A 32-pitch inning for Rogers in his big league debut, and he gives up a couple of runs on a couple of hits.
Hey fans, start your weekend off with a bang with Friday Fireworks. Enjoy a spectacular fireworks show following every Friday home game.
Friday, October 2nd, stay after the game for a Friday Fireworks presented by Padres Banking at Bank of America. Wow, we're talking about games in October.
I know.
First pitch hack at Tulowitzki. Pops it up in foul ground. Adrian out of room. Two 2-0 Padres. RBI single from Adrian. Sac fly from Chase. Rockies cleanup hitter Troy Tulowitzki. Got off to a rough start this year, very similar to the team in general, but when the team picked it up, he picked it up, and maybe I should really say it the other way around. Tulowitzki picked it up, and
I think you might be right. I mean, you're right. He got off to a slow start, and as his bat started to warm up, so did the Rockies. And he's one of their leaders on this team. I don't think there's any question about that. The way that he plays defense, he's leading the team in home runs.
Reaches, hits it to his counterpart. Cabrera throws him out. Pulled that outside pitch there, didn't get a lot on it. And Stauffer set down the first 4 Rockies hitters tonight. Brings up the right fielder, Brad Hopp. Hopp came in last night struggling. Still does not have an RBI in the month of September, but has hit extremely well, over 500 against the Padres this year, and as a result was 2 for 3 last night.
And that's the thing that's really surprising to me. I mean, this guy was an all-star this year, and he's got 0 RBIs in September.
Yet the team has won 8 in a row and 10 of 11.
Absolutely. I mean, and again, we talked about the Rockies maybe having a magic touch. Different guys contributing every night, and maybe that's a testament to how good a club this is, because Brad Hopp was one of those guys in the middle of their lineup before the All-Star break, and he was in the middle of everything. And have 0 RBIs in September, and then went 8 in a row.
3-1 pitch to Hopp. And he is on with a 1-out walk. So there is the first Colorado base runner. Well, our comparison is brought to you by Marvin K. Brown, San Diego's newest Mitsubishi dealer. Through May 28th, they were 18-28. Since then, 64-32. And the since part is since that guy, Jim Tracy, took over as manager.
I think we're going to have an interesting race for manager of the year this year.
You think he has some competition?
I do. I think, I don't think anybody expected the Cardinals to be as good as they are this year. And so La Russa's going to get some votes, and maybe Joe Torre will get some votes too. But
all in a strike to Ian Stewart. If you had to handicap it right now, is Tracy the favorite?
I think he is. I think he's the favorite. But I can't say I picked the Rockies to win the West this year or even get to the postseason. I didn't pick the Cardinals either.
Obviously, what makes the Tracy story even more intriguing is where he has brought them from.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like he started from day one with the team 0-0. He took them over, well under 500.
Yeah, well, when they were 18-28 when he took over.
And they are 22 games over coming in tonight, 82-60. First time in Rockies franchise history they've ever been that many games over 500.
I think that stat we put up was 64-32. That's 32 games over 500 since he's taken over. So I guess he is the leader in the clubhouse.
And we still got 3 weeks to go, but he's looking pretty good.
Well, he's been around the game for a long time too, and he knows this is September's crunch time. You got to play your best baseball in September.
And Stewart's into high fly to center field. Gwynn back, and Tony makes the catch. 2 down and back to first goes Hop. Hit pretty well by Ian Stewart. He is the second out. And let's get to our Subway $5 footlong fan poll. Your chance to win Subway's Big Night at the Ballpark and monthly Subway footlong fees. Text Subway to 269-411 now for your chance to win. And do you think Jim Tracy will win the NL Manager of the Year award? A yes, B no. Subway, eat fresh. And as you mentioned, Tony, he's had success with the Dodgers.
Yep.
Went to Pittsburgh. And looking more and more like he's going to take the Rockies to the postseason this year. First pitch, strike 2, Torrealba. By the way, Dodgers are leading the Giants 5-1 in the 5th tonight. Torrealba supplied the magic last night for Colorado with his 2-strike base clearing double. And Heath was very critical of himself after the game. You know, he says in retrospect, I should not have thrown him the fastball that he took into left center, but he would have thrown the breaking ball instead. To short, and Cabrera throws him out 2 in the inning. Well, the 1-out walk to Hop. He is stranded. Good beginning tonight for Tim Stauffer and the Padres, who lead early 2-0.
For you, the Friar Faithful, on Saturday, October 3rd at 7:05 when we take on the Giants and get a Padres calendar.
Get your free Padres calendar presented by Golden State Graphics, Saturday, October 3rd at 7:05. After a 32-pitch first inning, gave up a couple of runs. Esmil Rogers back to the mound for the bottom of the second, facing the bottom 3, Blanco, Gwynn, and the pitcher Stauffer. What do you think they told him in the dugout after his first big league inning?
Probably just told him just to take a deep breath, relax, do what you do. Run on the mound and do the things that you do.
Ups in a fastball, and that's fouled off Torrealba. Head umpire Jerry Crawford will walk a new baseball out to the mound to give Torrealba some time.
And with the beating these guys take, see that ball straight off his shoulder. Looked like, well, actually got him right in the muscle.
Kind of the right
below
bicep.
that pad, and that's why it's amazing he's got 0 errors this year. Those guys get beat up back there.
Yeah, that's going to leave a mark.
No, absolutely.
There probably are some seams visible on his arm right now. Breaking ball down low.
And of course, Henry being a catcher himself, I'm sure he had something to say. Here's the breaking ball.
Takes it into center field and down in front of Gonzalez. Leadoff base hit for Blanco.
Last pitch, I'm not sure. That might have been a changeup. It sounded like Henry hit that off the end of the bat, but
he had to go down to get it.
It looked like he just didn't get there. And Henry hits it off the end of the bat and drops a base hit into center field.
Tony takes the first pitch strike.
And of course, first night in the big leagues, he's going to be looking in that dugout because, you know, you want to go out there, you want to do a good job, but you're also wondering what they're thinking over there on the bench.
Paints the inside corner, 0-2. Sends it foul into the third base seats. And a 2-strike fastball. Makes the breaking ball away. Tony came in late in the game last night. Maybe starting lineup tonight.
Well, Tony's been pressing a little bit and just trying to get him to just relax. And, you know, again, just like Esmiel Rogers out there, he's trying to, you know, figure out the big league game, and you give him the same advice. You do what you do.
Bounced out to Barmes, the flip. Tulowitzki to first. Stretched down the line, and Hilton held the bag. 4-6-3, twin killing, 2 outs.
Hilton stayed on the bag on this play. Tulowitzki had to hurry to throw to first. There's the breaking ball. And Tulowitzki hurried to throw, and Hilton sold it like he did.
On one low, 2-pitcher Tim Stauffer. Three out of 18 on the season. And takes low, 2-0. Rogers behind, 3-0 on the pitcher. Rogers had a 32-pitch first inning. He has thrown, this is 13th of the second, and a strike call. Runs it full. Outside ball 4, and a 2-out walk to Stauffer is the second allowed by Rogers.
I think Torrealba thought that was going to be called a strike 3. He took a step and a half towards the Rockies dugout. Ray Crawford said no. Check out Torrealba's reaction here. He thinks that's strike 3. He's ready to run. Nope.
Next swing, strike 2, Cabrera. Everett began the game with an infield hit when he chopped one off the plate. He has picked up 3 hits and 5 at-bats already in this series. Speed down low.
Here's where a guy like Torrealba comes into play for Rogers, because he's telling him to slow down. Rogers is really working pretty quick here, and he's trying to get him to just slow down and let his stuff work. But
Three and 1 on Everett Cabrera. Helton backs up a step and takes it himself. A hit, a double play, a walk, and a man left on. San Diego is stranded 2, and we have finished 2 here at Petco Park. Who, of course, played. Congratulations, guys. Did you go back? Have you watched the whole game again at all? The championship game?
I've watched a little bit of it, but I don't think I've actually sat down and watched the whole thing, but I've seen the highlights.
You've probably been a little bit busy.
Yeah.
We've finally been trying to get back to watching most of those games, and it's not easy.
Does it almost seem like a dream? Because it happened so. Did it seem like it went fast?
It did. It did seem like it went fast. I mean, it took me a couple nights when we got home to actually realize that we did it, and it was kind of unreal. But once it did settle in, it was pretty nice.
Talking about a dream. We thought that was a dream, and thank you to the Padres and having us here has been actually, to tell you the truth, a second dream.
I was going to say, how's it feel to be heroes? I mean, this town was going bonkers. You guys weren't able to see it because you guys were in Williamsport, but I mean, we were sitting on the edge of our seat every game.
Hey, but you want me to tell you what was going on when that was happening live? When you guys were about to win the championship, we were actually on a bus going to the Fort Lauderdale airport. We had just finished the series against the Marlins, and Adrian Gonzalez is actually sitting behind me. Chiron Bob Wersdorfer, who runs the Chiron in our truck for Channel 4, has a computer and is getting the signal as this is bounced to third, and Headley Throws out Rogers for the second out. Brian Giles is on the bus, so we're kind of huddled around on this moving bus, watching the last outs. And Adrian was kind of doing play-by-play. And when it ended, everybody cheered, and the whole bus went crazy. That's what we were doing when you guys went crazy.
Oh, my gosh. I've heard stories like that, you know, people communicating from one side of the country to the other. And just listening to the crowd, to what they were experiencing here was just amazing.
Carlos Gonzalez takes a pot. Well, to get to the championship game, you guys had to go through San Bernardino, not far from here. So you go up the road, and you beat a very good team from Northern California, right?
Yeah, they were pretty good. They were definitely tough to beat. I mean, they had pretty great pitching, and we were fortunate that we were able to get to their pitching at the end.
We're going to show you more about that when we come back. Quick inning for Stauffer and the Padres. More with the Ramirez's when we return. Down, you guys beating Northern California, that actually sent you to Williamsport, which had to be, I mean, that's a huge achievement in itself, right, Coach?
It definitely is. You know, the way I talk to these kids is you need to play 6 innings every single game, and obviously even to that last out, it was still a thought in my mind. You know, we need to get this last out. We need to play the 6 innings, or we don't go, or it doesn't happen. And watching that last out right now, it just gives me chills because, yeah, it was so exciting to know we go there.
Eckstein on the ground at third, and Ian Stewart runs him out for out number 1. Well, then you get to Williamsport. Did you have an idea, though, that you were going to do as well as you did when you got to Williamsport?
You know, we didn't. We knew it's a different level once you get to the World Series for, you know, from every aspect of the game, hitting, pitching, fielding, you know, the defense. And so the one thing I can say is sticking to the game plan. Everything we did in regionals, we tried to do in the World Series to try to have the same outcome, and that's what ended up happening.
How about Williamsport? What you guys think? You guys have a good time there?
Yeah, I think everybody did. I mean, the Grove, the place where all the teams got to stay, it was really cool, and they had like a little rec center for us with a couple video games, and then we got to go in the pool sometimes when it wasn't on game day, so that was pretty fun.
Yeah, and you get a chance to mingle with the other teams that are at the Little League World Series.
Yeah, that definitely was fun. I mean, all the teams were really nice over there, and it was just really fun spending the week with them.
Yeah.
Well, we were actually, I told you that we were on the bus going to the Fort Lauderdale Airport, but we were actually in the clubhouse still at the stadium in Miami when the big double play was turned as part in the championship game. Adrian, who was leading the cheers when that occurred, fouls this away. But this was a huge play. in the championship game. This is Andy, right? Helping turn it?
Yeah.
Andy Rios. Nice emotion there, Luke, by the way.
Yeah. I'm trying to keep my team in the game the whole time, so I have a lot of fun out there.
It's many of those plays were ones that were plays that kind of either turn the tides for us or continue to keep us on a roll for that game or get us over the hump for whatever it is that we were trying to accomplish or whatever it was that we weren't doing that day. Little plays like that kind of threw us back on the tracks to make sure that we came out hitting or came out playing more defense, or it picked us up. And I remember telling Andy right there, on that play, thank you for setting your feet and throwing the ball.
Doing all the fundamentals.
Exactly.
Adrian takes down low. I know Adrian and Edgar communicated with and visited you guys at least a couple of times, either before, during, and after this whole experience. Luke?
Yeah, we when we got home, we actually got to have dinner with him, and a couple of the other guys came out to say hi, so that was really great, and his support was awesome. I think everybody on the team likes him a lot, and he's most of our favorite players, so he's a great guy.
Yeah, I noticed during the national anthem tonight, you were standing out near Adrian. And
Yeah. Oscar was supposed to go out to first, but I kind of battled the spot out for to get to stand next to Adrian, so he got to go out to the pitching mound. So yeah, that was cool getting to stand next to him.
I have to say, Luke got hit with a baseball in the head against Peabody, Massachusetts, and he went down hard. And so the few at bats after that in the next few games, he was feeling like he was going to get hit every time the ball was pitched. And I want to thank Edgar for calling. He called us and talked to Luke, and I think that may have made the difference the rest of the way through the series, and kind of got him back on the hump, back on the chair to keep going.
Edgar, who has certainly dealt with that himself now here at the big league level recently.
Yes, I think that was a big motivation to do it too.
We just saw you in the cage, Luke. Did you have fun down there today?
Yeah, I did. I was able to get a couple nice hits. I was trying to hit one out though, but I guess I couldn't quite get one. So yeah.
These aren't the little league pitches.
No,
you can hit him a long way.
Yeah.
That's the first, and Helton takes it himself and retires the side in order. Coach Rick Ramirez and son Luke, thanks so much, guys. Congratulations again. Thanks so much. Tonight. Who was the last Colorado Rocky to lead the National League in home runs? The answer for you in just a bit. Part of the order for Colorado here in the fourth as Seth Smith leads off. One down low. What an impressive young man. And his dad, Rick's great, but Luke.
Yeah.
You can certainly see why he has been such an engaging figure, not only with us here tonight, but nationally on ESPN, all the interviews he's done.
Yep. Well, I talked to him in the dugout today, and he talked about, wanting to get into broadcasting. And you saw he's pretty smooth already. Yes. Yes, sir.
But he's got the power on the field as well. Every time he came up, he just sat there just to see how far he could hit it.
Well, yeah. Well, of course, being a college coach, I can't talk about that. But yeah, I have paid attention. No, you didn't. I have paid attention, and they aren't in high school yet, so you can talk about it a little bit. But there's some guys on that team that have, if they continue to play, they're going to have a chance to be recruited by some schools later on. And
he loses Smith in a leadoff walk here in the fourth. Well, Parkview Little League set records with their bats. Number of home runs from a number of members, not only just Luke.
And they were using the whole field, too.
Spraying them all over.
All over the place. And I was asking, they were all crowded around the cage today during Padre batting practice. And, every time Adrian hit one a long way, they all said, ooh. And I said, it's okay to hit some singles, too. Singles are okay. He says, well, in the parks that we played in, this is Luke talking.
On the third base side, Headley in foul ground now. Everett over there, and it's Cabrera that makes the catch. Smith bluffing a tag from first, and he'll stay put.
It's a nice play by Cabrera. And so they said in the parks that we play in, line drives are home runs. And so whenever we see a ball hit high in the air, we always think it's a home run. So, of course, the Little League field is 200 feet all the way around. And, we saw it in those highlights. Guys are hitting line drives, and they're going out of the ballpark.
Tulo grounded out to short his first time up. He's the tying run at the plate. He's hit 24 out this year. First pitch strike. Padres got two in the first tonight. An Adrian Gonzalez RBI single and a Headley sac fly. Leadoff walk here in the fourth to Smith. He is there with one out. And the cleanup hitter Tulowitzki sees a 1-1 off the outside corner.
Both pitchers tonight have tried to nip off that outside corner. And plate umpire Jerry Crawford not giving it to either side.
Three balls and a strike, and out to the mound goes Blanco.
And really, for the first time tonight, Stauffer having some control issues. First 3 innings, he kind of breezed through them.
Runner takes off, and Tulowitzki fouls it back. Well, 1993, the last time a California team went to Williamsport and won it all, and a familiar name to Padres fans back when he was young. Sean Burroughs pitched as well as hit, of course, and took Long Beach to the World Series title in Williamsport.
And he dominated in that Little League World Series. Sean Burroughs pitched and hit some bombs in that series.
Smith on the move again, and another foul from Tulowitzki. Smith's been running, so Stauffer throws over. As some of the Parkview kids
got their Padre uniforms on. It's got to be a big thrill for them tonight. Come to the big league park, on the Petco Park, see a banner hung up in your honor.
A couple of walks here in the fourth, and it's 2-men aboard for Brad Hopp. Hanging out in the Western Metal Building. Parkview Little Leaguers. Yeah, you're on TV. Not that you haven't had
I was
much
going to say,
TV
that's
exposure
no
over the
big
last
deal
weeks.
now.
All one away to Hopp, who walked his first time.
Yeah, the complex that they hang out in Williamsport is a whole lot of fun. They get to hang out with the other teams from the other countries. And
there's a strike. Yeah, Little League really cultivates the kids, intermingling, communicating, visiting.
Yep, that complex is like a dorm, a giant dorm with game room and ping pong tables and video games.
Stauffer ahead in the count now on Hopp, a ball and 2 strikes. And the parents enjoying themselves tonight. Nice. Ran back over that inside half, and Hopp strikes out. 2 away.
That's a great pitch right there. This ball ran back a lot. We'll start that ball at Hopp and running back over the inside corner.
56 pitches for Stauffer, who just recorded his 3rd strikeout and his first since getting 2 in the first inning. Third baseman Ian Stewart looks at a breaking ball that's up high. They got the run of the place over there. It's tough for parents to watch their kids on that stage, I bet.
Tell me about it.
Yeah. To first behind the bag, Adrian takes it himself. Couple of walks, but Stauffer pitches around that. Venable, Salazar, and Blanco due up for his Gary Walker, who just missed the 50 mark, hitting 49 in 1997. Back to the Blake Street Bombers days, huh?
Yeah. He was MVP that year.
Breaking ball strike to Will Venables. We're in the home half of the fourth. 2-0 Padres thanks to a couple of first inning runs.
De La Rosa last night. Rogers has settled down and started to throw strikes.
Major league debut for 24-year-old Esmil Rogers. And it's 66 pitches. Threw 32 of them in the first inning alone. Tails off the outside corner. It's it by Venable. I would imagine, though, Tony, if you're the Rockies, as well as Colorado is playing right now, you're saying to the rookie, just keep us close.
Absolutely. That's what you're saying. I mean, give up 2 in the first, and he settled down here and hadn't given up any since. And you're just saying, hey, give us a minute. Eat some innings for us.
Ubaldo Jimenez, this is his normal turn in the rotation. Skipped tonight due to a hamstring strain. But they do expect him back his next turn. They look to have Jimenez on Tuesday at San Francisco. The Giants are down 6-1 to the Dodgers tonight in the 7th. They've got Colorado coming to San Francisco for a 3-game series beginning on Monday if the Giants aren't careful.
Well, this was a big week for the Giants.
Oh, they need some wins. That's a strikeout of Venable. And the second for Rogers.
Well, this is a straight changeup. 84 miles an hour. But yeah, it was a big week for the Giants. They had the Padres, Dodgers, and Rockies coming in. The Pods took 2 or 3, and the Dodgers look like they're on their way of taking the first 2 games of their series. And so if you're Jim Tracy, hey, why take a chance with Jimenez if he's not healthy? Hey, let's, that distance that's stretched out in that wild card lead, let's, give Esmil Rogers a chance and let Jimenez get him.
Don't they?
They do.
When they're up 5.5 games in the wild card, even though they're 2 games back of the Dodgers.
You sure don't want to take a chance on him getting hurt anymore. So you skip his turn, you give him a couple of extra days rest. You know you're going to San Francisco to go heads up with the team that's chasing you.
The 2-1 pitch to Salazar, fouled back. You know who I had forgotten about until I saw him here before the game yesterday is Jeff Francis, who had not traveled at all. He's now traveling with the team, coming back from the surgery. Of course, he's out all season, but you think about what they've done, and they've done it without Francis, a guy who was their Game 1 starter in every playoff series, including the World Series 2 years ago.
You're right.
Salazar out looking. And indeed, Esmil Rogers has gotten into a groove, now retiring 6 in a row.
And now he's starting to get his confidence, starting to trust his stuff. And paint on the outside corner. Salazar knew it.
Two away for Henry Blanco. And he gets the breaking ball over for strike 1. Henry with 2 strikes, single to center in the second, leading off. But that's been the last Padres hit.
Three in a row, 3 breaking balls.
Two balls at a strike on Henry. Fly ball to center field, and Gonzalez back now in. 7 in a row for Esmil Rogers. And through 4, San Diego 2, Colorado. Mid-game recap is brought to you by Murray Lampert Construction. Need more space for quality, integrity, and value? There's only one company to call, Murray Lampert Construction. Log on to murraylampert.com. 2-0 Padres into the 5th. The only runs coming in the first inning, and the bottom 3 are up for Colorado. Catcher Torrealba leading off, grounded out to short his first time up. Lines it past Cabrera and into left field. There is the first Rockies hit of the game. A high definition shot brought to you by Irving Hughes. Life is a lease. Negotiate well. Second straight inning, they put the leadoff man on. Strike 1 to Clint Varmus. Long look by Varmus down to third base coach Rich Dower.
The pitcher spot is on deck, and we've got a pinch hitter in the on-deck circle. So
Matt McCoy in the on-deck circle. They have right-hander Matt Belisle up in the bullpen.
it looks like Esmil Rogers' night's going to be done, but
there's the right-hander Belisle.
2 runs in the first. He settled in. He gave him 4 innings.
Shot into right field. Varmus a base hit. Torrealba down to second, and now the Rockies have 2 on, nobody out, and Varmus a 2-strike base hit.
Got a fastball up. Varmus didn't try to pull it, went right with it.
So they'll bat for Esmil Rogers, who goes 4 innings, 2 runs, 3 hits, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts in his major league debut. McCoy will be the pinch hitter.
And you figure he's going to come up there looking to bunt. Get this time, the tie and run in the scoring position. And the runners in the scoring position. Give Gonzalez and Smith an opportunity to maybe tie this game up. But, it's like we said, Jim Tracy, all the buttons he's been pushing have been on the money, so Padres are expecting bunt.
McCoy takes high. McCoy had his first major league at bat on Thursday against the Reds after 859 games in the minor leagues before getting his first chance in the big leagues. Two balls, no strikes. Wants it out in front of the plate. Henry going to get to Eck. And McCoy does get the sacrifice 2-4, and the runners advance. Torrealba to third, and Barmes down to second.
Really, McCoy did them a favor right there. That was going to be ball 3. But McCoy gets the job done, gets his runners in the scoring position. Look at the pitch. 2-0. See him come up on that ball, but he gets it down, deadens it fine.
And McCoy gets the job done. McCoy, who, by the way, is a San Diegan, went to the University of San Diego. Gives the opportunity to the top of the order, and Carlos Gonzalez. Gonzalez fanned leading off the game, then in the third grounded out to Adrian at first. Tying run at third. I should say tying runs in scoring position. Little tap out in front of the plate. The runner is holding. And Stauffer gets the out at first. Torrealba and Barmes stay put. You get a big out of Gonzalez. 2 down.
That's a great pitch by Stauffer right there. 2-0. Gonzalez gearing up for what he thinks is going to be a fastball. He changes speeds. Throws him a changeup, and he hits it right off the very end of his bat, and it stays in fair territory. Stauffer checks the runner, holds the runner at third, and gets the outs. That's a great pitch.
A tough lefty steps in, though. It's Seth Smith. Strike 1 at the knees. He is the reigning National League Player of the Week, says Smith, for the period ending September 6th. All he did to merit the honor was hit .542 for the week with 4 home runs and 10 RBIs. And his first career 2-homer game in that span as well. On September 6th against Arizona.
Steph Smith is a good hitter, and he's shown that all year long. So you have to pitch carefully to him. You have to make a pitch. But he's a guy that can use the whole field. Got some power.
Third base side and foul ground. Headley near the seats, reaches, makes the catch, nearly tumbles in amongst the spectators. It grabs the third out of the inning. Chase hanging on. Rockies had runners at second and
Lenny the Lobster's waiting for you.
we head into the home half of the fifth. 8-9-1. The Padres who lead it 2-0. Thanks to a couple of first inning runs, and indeed new pitcher is Matt Belayo.
Yeah, the Rockies go to the bullpen. Smell Rogers gives them 4 innings. Here's Belayo's numbers. You know, a lot of hits, more hits than innings pitched. And again, just like this game's kind of got a feel like last night's game did. De La Rosa struggled in the first inning, gave up a run, settled down, pitched well, and the bullpen wasn't really used last night. Tonight, Rogers only gives them 4 innings, and so he's going to depend on the bullpen to keep them in the ball game.
Anthony takes down in the dirt. Anthony 0 for 1, grounding into a 4-6-3 double play in the second. Asking for time. So 4 innings for Rogers in his major league debut. 2 runs, 3 hits. Down low 2-1. And if you're the Rockies, especially after the first inning, you got to be pretty pleased with what they got out of Rogers.
Yeah, you got 4 innings, and you know that first inning looked like it could be a real big inning, but Rogers settled down, got this after the sacrifice fly. You know, got himself out of the inning.
Only 80 pitches, by the way, thrown by Rogers in his big league debut. When he fouls it off his leg, and it stays 2-2.
Both teams early in the count try to keep the ball away from Anthony. Late in the count, they like to come in on him. And, you know, with a fastball in, kind of tied him up a little bit.
Sharply right side, diving stop, and Barmes gets up and throws him out. Very good play by Barmes to rob Anthony of the leadoff base hit. Speaking of defensive plays, our Home Depot doing more on defense play. Home Depot more saving, more doing, and to end the top of the inning, Chase near the seats.
Great play. See him get to the pad, able to reach up and make the play. Outstanding. Got him out of what could have been a tough inning with a tough hitter.
And the Rockies, as a result, stranded runners at second and third. Pitcher Tim Stauffer fouls it back. Keeping the faith. Well, the Padres have won 11 of their last 16 games.
Playing good.
Stauffer out looking.
Last night's game was a game you feel like you should win and would like to have won. They didn't. And they bounced right back tonight, putting 2 runs on the board in the first inning. So, the Rockies' hottest team in the National League, but the Padres aren't far behind, playing pretty good baseball themselves.
Up high to Cabrera. Everett with an infield hit and a run scored in the first. Grounded out to Helton at first his last time up. Foul up the third base side. Almost a souvenir there for the Parkview Little Leaguers.
Well, they were taking batting practice today. They could have just taken themselves a ball today.
He's down the bunt. Torrealba, bare hands, throws. What a play to get Cabrera. Helton reaching around him.
Sorry, I'm not buying. I got to see that one again. I don't think there's any way he stayed on the bag. No way.
Tom Hallion hearing about it from Bud Black. Well, the fact he had to reach around Everett would indicate that perhaps Everett was past him, but a great effort by Torrealba. And the play at first?
No. I don't think so.
As Helton, who is a part of that play, leads off. We'll take another look. We have the benefit of the replay, but he beat that. And Helton had to come off. One hopper and Everett spinning, taking his time and throws out Helton.
Hilton did a great job of selling it, but I thought he came off the bag, and Tom Hallion, the first base umpire, didn't think so. Him and Buddy Black had a long discussion about it.
Stauffer's got the leadoff man. It faces cleanup hitter Troy Tulowitzki, the shortstop. Grounded out to short in the second, then in the fourth, worked the walk. 1-1. Breaking ball is low and away. Tulowitzki gets into one high and deep left field. Salazar at the fence, leaping, but it's out. 25th for Troy Tulowitzki, and the Rockies are on the board here in the sixth. It is 2-1.
It looked like it was something off speed up in the zone. It's a breaking ball. It kind of stays on the inner half of the plate. Salazar goes as far as he can go, but
just over the 357 mark, and now Hop hits one in the air, left field, but room for Salazar. Does he see it? Yes, he does. It makes the catch just for a second there with his hands out.
Yeah,
thought he may have lost it.
Wait a minute, it's nighttime, isn't it? He gave the sign. It almost looked like he gave the sign, I don't see it. He's saying, I got it, but when you throw your hands out to the side like that, that's the universal sign for the other outfielders to come help it. Come help me. I don't see it.
2 away for Ian Stewart.
Well, he's an infielder. He's not used to being out there, so the other outfielders have to teach him the rules of the road.
My heart went in my throat. It gave me a thrill. My blood pressure went up. Up and away to Stewart. Strike call. Ryan Webb loosening now for San Diego. It falls low, and it's 3-1. Walk to Stewart puts the tying run on with 2 outs here in the sixth.
Look at this Rockies lineup. I mean, there's threats all over the place. They got 9 guys with double figures in home runs.
And with the expanded rosters in September, can pull somebody like a Giambi off their bench.
Absolutely. Yeah.
The Spilborgs. They've got Fowler on the bench tonight. And here's their hero from last night, Torey Alba. One for 2 with a single. He's not batting here technically with a runner in scoring position, which he did in the 9th inning last night. But Torey Alba, 13 for his last 18 with runners in scoring position. So he has come through in the clutch. This time to short, and Cabrera throws him out. The solo shot from Tulowitzki is 25th of the year, has the Rockies on the board, and at the midpoint of the 6th, it is 2-1. All-you-can-eat buffet featuring prime rib, peel and eat shrimp, and over 100 scrumptious items, all for only $10. Stauffer on the Padres bench there with 6 innings so far, 1-run baseballs, allowed only 3 hits. Part of the order for the Padres in their half of the 6th, and that takes a strike from Matt Belisle.
Pods need to get some offense going here.
Right side, and Barmes. Eleven in a row now retired by Rockies pitching. Last Padre base runner to reach was Stauffer. Look at Kevin Kuzminoff, who's out with the strained left calf. Looks like his next action's probably going to come when the road trip begins, so unlikely that he's going to play on this homestand. That's Adrian knocking it into center field. He has his second base hit.
Himself a hanging breaking ball. See, he just lets that ball travel, gets the foot down, takes a nice easy swing, lines it into center field for a base hit. I'm sure him and Todd Hilton are talking about that play with Cabrera at first base. That was a nice bit of footwork he did over there.
Chase back to the mound. Belisle gets the out at second, and Tulowitzki fires to first. A 1-6-3 double play. The second one turned by the Rockies. That takes care of the Padres in the 6th. It stays a 1-run game. head into the 7th inning. New hurler for San Diego's Ryan Webb.
And you see the numbers? Opponent's hitting 258. And much like last night's game, Stauffer gives them 6 innings, and now you're looking for a guy. You're looking for guys to go an inning apiece here to get you, to get you home. And tonight, Ryan Webb gets the ball here in the 7th inning, and see if he can give them another solid inning of work.
Robbie's hoping for a repeat of Webb's last performance, which came on Tuesday in San Francisco when he came in a tight game, in a 1-run game, just like this, and retired the Giants in order at the bottom of the 8th inning. Tonight, he gets the top of the 7th at home. 8, 9, and 1 hitters, and Barmas leading off, swings and misses, and it's 0-2.
We were talking last night about these power arms they've got now coming out of the bullpen. Boy, what a turnaround from the start of the season. And this guy's got a power arm, power fastball, power slider.
Right back to it, and he gets Barmas to chase again and strikes him out on 3 pitches.
Good bite on that slider. 87-mile-per-hour slider.
Now a pinch hitter for Belisle will be Eric Young Jr. Second pinch hit appearance of the series for Young. Goes after the first pitch and sends it to center. Went a few steps to his right to make the catch. Webb has disposed of the first 2 here in the 7th. He gets back to the top of the order now.
Well, the good thing that starts to happen, you keep running these guys out there, they keep having success, their confidence starts to grow, and it's like Ryan Webb throw the ball right now. That's what you're seeing. He's pitching with a whole lot of confidence.
Gonzalez 0 for 3, putting the ball on the ground his last 2 times up. Holds up and takes to the dirt. Final line on Stauffer tonight is 6 innings, 1 run, which came on the solo home run from Tulowitzki. 3 hits. He walked 4, struck out 3, and threw 86 pitches in his 6 innings of work. Fastball at 96 inner half that Gonzalez gave up on and jumped back.
Whew. And it had movement on it, too. You don't see that very often. 96. Started it in off the plate and ran it back over the inside corner.
The appeal, and third base umpire Jim Wolf says he did go. And it's a 2-2 count. Back to the heat. That one touching 97 and fouled away. Reiki ball up the first base line. Webb fields. Got to throw over Gonzalez to the other Gonzalez, Adrian. And Webb has a 3-up, 3-down inning. 2 scoreless innings from Belial. They get a left-hander in, Randy Flores.
You see the numbers. More hits than innings pitched. Opponent's hitting 275. Most of the time Flores comes into the game and he's usually the situational guy. He got called up on September 1st when the roster was expanded. Fastball, slider, change.
4 scoreless appearances for Flores since his recall on the 1st. And he faces a lefty Venable leading off the San Diego 7th. 2-1 Padres, 2 in the first for San Diego. An Adrian RBI single and a Headley sac fly. Rockies scoring in the 6th on a Troy Tulowitzki solo home run. Out of play left side, a ball and a strike. Looks like we've had a proposal. And I take that as a yes.
Looks like it.
Really dressed up for the occasion. Rip and a miss, a ball and 2 strikes. Some congratulations all around.
Seems like everybody was in on it.
Hard hit, but right to Barmes, who fields it on a short hop and throws out Venable.
Padres have hit some balls right on the button.
Jim Tracy on his way to the mound. The lefty Flores has retired the lefty Venable, and with Salazar coming up, they're going to make another pitching change. Go get Matt Daly. You can stop by Discount Tire for a free tire inspection and air gauge. And if you're not satisfied with one of their and standing by you, and Matt Daly makes his 2nd appearance of the series.
Yeah, Matt Daly pitched last night, gave up two hits. See the numbers, 3.80. Yeah, I think Jim Tracy's trying to get him right back out there. He gave up the 2 hits to Cabrera and Eckstein on that hit and run and got pulled. And Jim Tracy brought Randy Flores in for 1 hitter, and now here's Matt Daly out here.
Lourdes Salazar. Oscar 0 for 2 tonight. He's hit into an ending fielder's choice and struck out looking. Both that against the starter, Esmil Rogers. Padres have only 4 hits. Rockies with 3.
The pitching's been pretty good in this series. The Padres scored 1 run last night on a walk. They scored 2 tonight in the first inning. And the final 8 innings yesterday. And so far, five more innings after the first. They just haven't been able to generate anything against this Rockies pitching.
Haley Fan Salazar, 2 outs in the 7th.
Good little slider there by Daly. Salazar chases.
Catcher Henry Blanco looks at a breaking ball strike. He had a single in the 2nd, leading off. Since then, the Padres have had only 1 other hit, and that was Adrian's single to center in the 6th. So the shortstop Tulowitzki. And the Padres go down in order in the 7th. The heart of the order due up for the Rockies in the 8th. Smith, Helton, and Tulowitzki.
At Petco Park as we take on the Rockies on Sunday, September 13th at 1:05. Get your own Padres cap.
Tomorrow afternoon, all kids 14 and younger receive a free Padres cap presented by Military Banking at Bank of America. You can still get your tickets online at Padres.com. Left-hander Joe Thatcher in for San Diego.
Yeah, you see the numbers. You've been very, very good. Coming in here with Smith and Helton batting back-to-back here in the 8th inning. Numbers have been really good.
A third of an inning last night, no runs, 1 hit. Hit a batter, struck out 1. Left 2 men on base when he departed the game, and it was Gregerson who came in and stranded the inherited runners. Stranding inherited runners is what Thatcher has done so well this season. He's behind 2-1 on Seth Smith, leading off the Colorado 8th in this 1-run game.
And I'm sure that's what Buddy Black is thinking again. Hey, you got these tough left-handers coming up here.
Not sure where that one missed.
Pretty good pitch.
A 3-1 count. lefties, Smith and Helton, and a right-handed hitting Tulowitzki due up third. And he gets Smith looking.
That's a nice job by Joe Thatcher.
Especially when it looked like the 2-1 pitch was a strike.
That's what I was going to say. I mean, you know, he thought he got the 2-1 pitch was a strike, and you know, both of those balls are the last two, you know, right on the inner half of the plate.
Down low to Helton. Todd has struck out, fouled out to the shortstop Cabrera, and last time grounded out to Cabrera. Outside 2-0. The lefty Bible up for Colorado. There's a strike from Thatch. You got a lefty Gwynn due up, leading off the San Diego eighth. Fouled away. By the way, Macias, who's coming to the game in left field, batting in the 9th spot now. So you got Gwynn and Macias, two lefties actually. 2-1-2 in the Padres bottom half.
With these expanded rosters, you could afford to use your left-handers like that. We brought in Flores to get one.
A little looper out to shallow left, and here comes the aforementioned Macias to make the catch. High definition shots brought to you by Irving Hughes. Life is a lease. Negotiate well. Thatch has gotten the two lefties. So with the right-handed hitting Tulowitzki due up, Padres will go to the bullpen. This pitching change is brought to you by San Diego Harley-Davidson, where we are always country.
Here, Ferguson went an inning and 2/3 last night and had a couple of Ks and a walk, but got them out of that inning where they had, you know, runners in scoring position and 1 out. Came in and got a couple of outs and got them out of a jam. And Buddy Black looking for the same thing here against a tough hitter at Tulowitzki.
He was accounted for the Lone Rockies run with a home run his last time up. Tulowitzki's 25th of the season. 2 outs, bases empty in the Rockies, a 2-1 San Diego. That pitch up and hit deep right center field. A long run for Gwynn, and the right fielder And Venable tracks it down in the deep part of the ballpark. Gregerson shaking his head. He got away with one there. Tulowitzki flies out. It stays 2-1. Foul. Low strike 0-2.
4 straight fastballs. Mixes in a breaking ball.
Hello there, young man. Get yourself a souvenir.
Souvenir.
Just missing with the breaking ball. Weimel, who came over in a trade. Yeah, thumbs up. Weimel acquired from the Nationals. Fouled back. The bat goes into the Padre dugout. And head athletic trainer Todd Hutchinson retrieving.
He doesn't foul the ball off, but the bat goes flying into the dugout.
Heads up.
Ted Simmons, being the veteran, didn't move at all.
But just, yeah, there's some activity going on
Yeah.
behind me, and I'll be just fine. Moving into 1-2. Look ahead to the Rockies' ninth. It's Hop and Stewart and Torrey Alba due up third. So two lefties and a right-handed hitter due up third. You always hear about closers needing the short memory.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to get that opportunity.
Yeah.
It appears in the ninth tonight. 2-2 pitch. High fly, shallow left center field. And it's Seth Smith going to adjust and back up. Cabrera coming up, and in his last at bat, the fifth, laid down a bunt. And our Coors Light freeze cam shows the play at first. Got the bunt down. Torrey Alba, the catcher, pounces on it. And the freeze cam shows foot on the bag. The foot of Cabrera before the ball got there and Helton, but the out call came. And I hang with him forever than the Padres there.
Big hang with him. And you never know. Those getting on might have led to an inning. You know, he's capable of stealing a base. And a lot of times on plays like that, the umpire is listening for the sound of the ball going into the glove and watching the base. And it just didn't go to Padres' way.
He did have an infield hit in the first inning and scored a run. Padres got two in the first. Rockies won in the sixth on a Tulowitzki homer. It's 2-1 here in the eighth. Third base, backhanded, Stewart. Well, like last night, Heath Bell will try to protect a one-run lead. Ninth inning for Penn. Best seat, go online to Jerome's.com. When you pay the lowest price on your new furniture, that's Jerry's price. One away from our best seat winners tonight. Right back on that horse goes number 21, Heath Bell.
And another opportunity to get save number 38. See the numbers. You're talking about a short memory. Going through these same guys he had to go through last night. The lineup has kind of turned over the same way. Gets Hop, Stewart, and Torrealba.
Hop leading off. Well, Torrealba obviously had the big hit last night that brought in 3 runs. But you mentioned it earlier. Hop, in many ways, had the key hit in the ninth last night.
Well, I thought so. He came up to the plate. He was down in account 1 and 2.
And to left field, it's down for a base hit in front of Macias. And there's the tying run on here in the Rockies' ninth.
And I was just getting ready to say he was down to count 1 and 2, and Hundley wanted the ball up in the zone, and instead it was down, and he hit a base at the left. This is pitch up in the zone, and he just fights it off to left field for a base hit.
Fowler is going to run for Hop. So the wheels of Fowler is very capable of swiping a bag here if need be. Running for Hop.
How about manager Jim Tracy just continuing to push buttons? We saw a lefty face one hitter. Now Hop gets a base hit, and here comes Fowler in the pinch run.
This pitch, breaking ball low. For 2 tonight is Ian Stewart with a walk. He passed him a ball and a strike. Got to be careful to Stewart, though, who's been hot. He has hit 4 home runs in his last 6 games.
Just getting ready to say the same thing. This guy's got 23 home runs this year.
Second most on the team to Tulowitzki, who hit his team leading 25th in the 6th inning tonight. Stewart hit the game-winning solo homer in the 8th inning on Monday to beat the Reds. Fastball strike, 1 and 2. Fouling it into the seats. Broke his bat. Going up after it.
So far, Dexter Fowler's been at first base, and doesn't look like he had even thought about possibly trying to steal a base here.
Surprised by that?
I am. You bring him in the game, and you expect him try to pick a pitch and go. There are some advantages for a left-handed hitter hitting with that big hole between first and second.
Fowler the tying run, draws a throw from Bell. Nobody out in the Colorado ninth. The Rockies winners of 8 in a row. The longest active winning streak in the major leagues. They've won 10 of their last 11. Padres winners of 11 of their last 16. Lost a heartbreaker last night. 2-2 on Ian Stewart. There goes Fowler. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Safe. Close play. Blanco, great throw. The tag by Cabrera, but Fowler, representing the tying run, gets his 27th steal.
Let's see if Cabrera was able to get the tag on him. Well, he followed through, and Fowler got a pretty good jump. And Henry comes out of the chute, and see, he didn't tag it.
Never touched him.
And I think if he'd have put that tag on him, he would have been out. But you see, he never tagged him. And Henry thought he had him. And if you just lay that glove down just a little bit further, I think it's going to be a strike him out, throw him out.
After the strikeout is Stewart, it brings up Torrealba. So here's Act 2. Bell and Torrealba. Breaking ball back up the middle and into center field. And here comes Fowler. He will score. It is 2-2. Well, last night after the game, he said, I threw the wrong pitch. I gave him a fastball. It should have been a breaking ball. Maybe that was too much information.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like he was sitting on it. It wasn't that bad of a breaking ball either. It was down, and he banged it right back up the middle. So this breaking ball's down. And he's Bell, unable to get a glove on it. Torrealba goes right back up the middle. And once again, the Rockies have tied the score.
The second consecutive blown save here at home for Heath, his 5th of the season. And Giambi will bat here for Barmes. Two now in the ninth. Torrealba had the big hit in the ninth. Last night has tied it in the ninth tonight. And Hacken a foul back with the 94-mile-per-hour fastball. Bell faced Giambi last night, and Giambi pinch hit in the ninth, and Bell walked him. Two and two. The Padres were 2 outs away from the win, a strike away from the win last night. A win tonight would have been the 4th straight win for Stauffer. Check. The appeal at third denied. No swing, says Jim Wolf.
I see this from the side. I think he went.
Oh, absolutely.
I definitely thought he went.
Well, there was a check swing last night by Torrealba that went their way, and then the next pitch.
How could he say he didn't go on that?
The next pitch after the check swing last night was the rough one. 3-2, ripped to right along the line. Running catch made in the corner by Venable. Throw back to first. And back in time is Torrealba. And Torrealba hobbling off the bag. Adrian tagged him in case time had not been called, but it had. A nice running catch by Venable in fair territory in the corner as Giambi still had life after the check swing.
That's a great play by Venable. There's not that much room down there. You see Giambi stay back on the breaking ball. And once he catches this ball, there just isn't a whole lot of room, so he's got to set himself to try to make a throw back to first. See Torrealba. Ooh, kind of
into the bag.
Yeah, kind of stuck into the dirt.
Jammed it. Torrealba trying to see if he can continue here. Ryan Spilborghs is going to be the next hitter. Batting for the pitcher, Beimel. Torrealba will stay in. A 2 away for Spilborghs with the go-ahead run at first. We're now looking at the Padres ninth. That is the heart of the order. Eck, Adrian, and Chase Headley. Rockies have a right-hander, Betancourt, and their closer, the lefty Morales, up in their bullpen. Right back. Ball down and away. 2-2. It's jammed and softly out to Cabrera. We'll flip to Eck. But the Rockies tie it. Torrealba's RBI single on a breaking ball. And it's a 2-2 game. September 12th back in 2004, the Padres break open a close game against the Rockies, getting 10 hits and 12 runs in the top of the ninth for a 15-2 win at Coors Field. Visit farmers.com today to hear real, true stories from Farmers customers. Farmers Insurance. Ready feels good. Rafael Betancourt is the Rockies pitcher here to begin the bottom of the ninth.
He was a beneficiary last night. See his record, 3-1. He's pitched very well. Like you said, Marky's got to go through the meat of the lineup. Next nine, Gonzalez and Headley. They only need one.
Quintanilla comes into the game at second base. Fowler stays in the game to take over in center field. And Gonzalez, who was in center, moves over to right. Two, bottom of the ninth. Eckstein leads off for San Diego. They've walked and scored in the first. Since then, he has grounded out twice. Then Adrian and Headley. Venable due up fourth. Adrian knocked in a run in the first inning tonight. Has a couple of hits. He is on deck. Rides inside, and it's 2-1.
Well, there just hadn't been a whole lot of offense in either one of these games, last night's or tonight. We're seeing good pitching, seeing good situational pitching, some good defense.
Into the seats, 2-2. Padres scored 2 in the first. The Adrian RBI hit and a Headley sac fly. Tulowitzki a solo homer in the sixth for the Rockies, and then they get the tying run in the ninth and the Torrealba RBI single. Right center field, and Fowler just into the game. Adrian has half the Padres hits tonight, 2 of the 4. Both singles. The first in the first inning, knocked in a run.
Torrealba and Bettencourt are going to have a conversation on how they're going to pitch to Adrian.
Or not pitch to him.
Yeah, I was going to say it because most guys, this situation, you don't want to get beat on something on the inner half of the plate. Hey, you're going to pitch him away, but everybody knows Adrian's got power to left field, and so it'll be interesting to see what they do here, if they even throw him anything that could be hit.
Just missing the outside corner for ball 1. Rockies have 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors. They've left 7. Padres 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors, and have left only 2 on base.
And I'm betting they're going to do that again. They're going to try to nip off the outside corner, and if not, it's going to be a ball. Well, they're going to come in.
And it leaked out over that outside half.
That's surprising to me.
Because that's where Torrealba set it up. He wanted it in.
37 home runs. He wanted that ball in, but, that's a ball that he could hit out of here to left field.
Pulled the string on him, 1-2. A few little leaguers from Chula Vista still here. He goes around and chased it and strikes out. 2 gone.
Fastball up in the zone. Adrian starts that bat, couldn't hold it back.
Chase with a sac fly in the first. 0 for 2 officially. All 1 low. Dodgers beat the Giants 9-1. So they have rather handily won the first 2 games of that series. Well, the Giants have fallen 8.5 behind the Dodgers. And at the moment, 6 behind the Rockies in the wild card.
Rally cat working.
Left field. And this game is headed to extra innings. Top of the order. Due up versus Colorado when we go to the 10th. Throughout the first pitch Tuesday, September 15th, is your Padres Celebrate Filipino Heritage Night. Visit www.padres.com/Filipino and use the promo code Pacman to secure discount tickets. And a portion of the proceeds will benefit the Manny Pacquiao Foundation. Sean Gallagher becomes the new pitcher for San Diego.
Pitched last night, went a scoreless inning.
Top of the order for the Rockies in the 10th. 2-2 game. First pitch strike to Carlos Gonzalez. It's Gonzalez, Smith, and Helton. Gonzalez 0 for 4. And he put the ball on the ground his last 3 times up. And Gallagher makes quick work of Carlos Gonzalez.
Take a lot off this breaking ball. Gonzalez out in front.
Breaking ball low to Seth Smith. Walk came back in the fourth. If the Giants lost tonight and the Marlins win, Marlins and Giants now have the identical record of 76 and 66. Giants got walloped again tonight by LA.
I don't know if they can catch the Rockies. I don't think anybody can catch them, to be honest. The way they're playing.
Breaking ball strikes out Seth Smith on the 2-2 pitch, and that's back-to-back case for Gallagher.
Done a nice job. Take a look at this breaking ball. Starts it in the zone, runs it out, takes a little bit off of it. The Rockies are playing good baseball, and especially right now with these rosters expanded.
Strike one to Todd Helton.
From a Rocky standpoint, I mean, you know, they probably, the Padres aren't one of those teams that's going to bring a whole lot of guys up.
Towards third, foul. Diving effort by Chase.
And the Rockies are, you know, they got a chance to get to the postseason. 10 position guys on their bench.
Which they've already used 6 tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we saw that earlier. They brought their closer. Brought Randy Flores in for one hitter. One left-handed hitter. You know, you get those extra bodies. You can see that they've done some really good work. You know, they got some good arms. Made some good trades. And this is just it's a solid team. They play good defense. They got good pitching.
Check swing. Oh, says Jim Wolf. And it's 3-2 on Helton.
A little bit of speed, a whole lot of power. It's a solid club.
The franchise best 22 games over 500 coming into tonight. And that breaking ball from Gallagher inside. A 2-out walk.
You know, they've had to go every bit of what they have to beat the Padres last night. 2-out, bases loaded knock by Torrealba. And they've had to scrap again, but you know, they keep coming up with the right answers, right guy at the plate, right guy on the mound.
Tulowitzki homered in the 6th. I'm not actually buying the bunting is on his mind here. He's taking a strike. Last time up in the 8th, had a deep drive to right center field that was caught by Venable.
Tulowitzki likes that high fastball. He likes that ball elevated. And the Padres have gone up in the zone a couple of times against him, and seems like he's hacked at that pitch every time.
Well, we saw him in the first inning last night go after a Mujica fastball that was, what, a foot up and out of the zone, and he got on top of it and almost hit it out. Shoots it into right field, down in front of Venable. Helton. to second base, and Tulowitzki has a base hit. Well, Fowler, who came in as a pinch runner in the ninth for Hop, and arguably the key play of that inning was his steal of second base.
Yeah.
Now they're going to run for Helton with pitcher Jason Marquis, who's the starting pitcher tomorrow for the Rockies. But Helton, the guy who's had the back problems, in fact, with the offseason back surgery last offseason. So with him representing the go-ahead run, they run for him with Marquis.
Marquis is an athlete, but I don't know if I would have tomorrow's starting pitcher running the bases.
Rolling the dice a little bit. You never know.
That's a big roll of the dice. If there should happen to be like a play at the plate where Henry blocks the plate. And, I mean, he's one of your best starting pitchers.
And 15 wins.
All-star. And with all the bodies he had on the bench tonight, he's got Merton left. He's got Ionetta left. Atkins, Phillips. He didn't want to use a position guy. I'm kind of surprised Marquis got his cleats on. Normally, starting pitcher's going to sit over there in tennis shoes. He's got his cleats on, ready to go.
Well, you know, a guy like Marquis, even though there's 10 available bench players, he's still a guy that probably think, you know, at some point I might get a pinch hit.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. He can't swing the bat.
But in this instance, he gets the pinch run. Runs outside, a ball and a strike. A 2-2 game here in the top of the 10th inning. Rockies, by the way, are 3-4 in extra innings this year. 1-4 on the road in extras. Padres have had more experience in extra innings this year. This is their 13th extra inning game. 7-5 in extras. 5-2 here at home. Two on, two outs, a 1-2 to Fowler, and he fouls it off his leg. Fowler, a guy who just came off the disabled list after fouling one off his knee to put him there. Fouled one off his right knee. He hits a drive to center field. A long run for Gwynn, but he is going to get there and make the catch in front of the warning track. 2 men left on. The Rockies have now stranded is all for only $10. Bottom of the 10th inning, 5, 6, and 7. Part of the order coming up for the Padres, and with the Raleigh hats on, the Rockies go to Franklin Morales.
For Morales, not a close save situation. That was 3-0, 6 saves. Opponent's hitting a $189. Came in last night, pitched an inning, got his 6th save. And again, situational, relief for Jim Tracy.
Atkins comes into the game at first base. Morales is batting in the 3 spot. A double switch here for Colorado. First one low to Will Venable. Rounded out to second as last time. He's also fanned and fly to right. 2-2, bottom of the 10th. Bonus baseball for Petco Park tonight. Right down central, a strike. Liner off the glove of Atkins. Throw to first. Not in time, and the pitcher Morales was just a little bit late getting off the mound. Otherwise, the Rockies had a chance to get it out at first.
I think Morales thought this ball might be caught. A breaking ball. You see Morales doesn't break right away. And you see Venable beat that ball out.
Base hit for Venable. That's a nice play by Quintanilla at second with that throw, leading Morales, who was so late to the bag.
And there it is. Venable able to beat it out. You're right, Quintanilla made a great lead throw. To Morales to give him a chance to maybe get the play.
5th Padre hit of the night. They've all been singles. And Rodriguez bats for the pitcher, Sean Gallagher. Puts the bunt down. Morales' plays at first. And the sacrifice advances Venable into scoring position, and the Padres have a runner in scoring position for the first time since the first inning.
Squares it up, gets the bunt down, deadens it nicely. Morales really only has one play. That's the first.
Second sack bunt of the season for Luis Rodriguez. So the winning run is at second with 1 out for catcher Henry Blanco. And they'll put him on to bring up the lefty Gwynn. Look at the lefty-lefty matchup and first base open.
Tracy taking no chances. If he's going to get beat, it's going to have to be either with a pinch hitter or one of the lefties who are going to have to deliver.
We mentioned the 10-man bench tonight, position player-wise, for the Rockies. Padres with a 6-man bench. One of those remaining from the right side is Edgar Gonzalez. So Edgar is going to bat for Tony.
Now they're going to go out and talk about it. Rockies don't have any more left-handers in the bullpen.
There's another lefty on deck for the Padres in Macias. Edgar got the start in game 1 last night in right field. And it was 1 for 3 with an infield hit. 2 on 1 out in the San Diego 10th in a 2-2 game. Edgar batting for Gwynn. 1 is low.
First pitch changeup.
I'm starting to think the conversation before Edgar came up went along the lines of, hey, this guy likes the fastball.
First pitch fastball, that's correct.
And Morales has an excellent fastball. Hasn't used it yet to Edgar. Let's see what he brings. 2-0. Goes with it and misses inside at 95, 3-0. This one very close. Tracks and right on the edge. Close to it. Edgar takes the strike. Left-handed hitting Macias on deck. 3-1 from Morales. A little bit low, and he walks Edgar to load the bases. Now you have Alfonso and Hundley, 2 right-handed bats available still for Bud Black, and Nick Hundley is going to come off the Padre bench.
It's going to be interesting to see if the Padres don't win this game. He's pinch hit for Gwynn. He pinch hit for Macias.
How they're going to line up defensively in the next inning.
So you might see Henry Blanco at third base. Move Headley to left. Venable to center and Edgar to right. So Buddy Black going for the win right now.
Nick Hundley did play left in a game in San Francisco, but that's not the ideal choice, and let's hope it doesn't get to that anyway. First pinch hit of the season for Hundley. Bases loaded, 1 out. Rockies 2, Padres 2. First pitch hacking and fouled back.
First pitch changeup. Started Edgar off with a first pitch changeup. Came right back to Hundley, first pitch changeup. Now these hitters looking, wanting to try to get this over with early in the count. You got to give Morales credit. He's not giving in, giving them that fastball. Another one.
You got the infield in. You got the outfielders cheating in. It's a long fly ball. Could win the game as you look at the Rockies defense.
In this situation, if you're Hundley, you're looking for something elevated. You can hit in the air to the outfield.
Off the outside corner, 2-1. Three balls and a strike. Bases loaded with 1 out. 2-2 in the bottom of the 10th and a 3-1 count on the pinch hitter, Nick Hundley.
Real simple here. You're looking for a fastball that you can drive.
And a bases loaded walk. And the Padres win it 3-2 in 10. San Diego ends the Rockies' 8-game winning streak. Hundley off the bench, his first pinch hit appearance of the season, and it's the walk-off walk.
And then set up because Morales didn't break on the line drive hit by Venable. And the Padres get themselves an extra inning victory.
And even this series at a game apiece with the rubber game tomorrow afternoon. Down and in ball 4, and that's how the night of baseball ends with Venable crossing the plate. Padres win it 3-2 in 10. We'll take a timeout, come back, and wrap her up after this.